Imagine you are in a job interview and the interviewer asks, how much storage does Instagram need for 1 year? Do you freeze or do you work through it confidently? Hey everyone, today I'll teach you the simple trick that makes these calculations easy. In this video, we are talking about one of the simplest but most powerful tools in a system design interview, back of the envelope estimation. Let's go. Back of the envelope calculations are quick estimates to solve complex problems. It is a quick, rough math that helps you sanity check your design before you talk about databases, microservices, or fancy architectures. You are not aiming for exact answer, just a ballpark figure that makes sense. Why does this matter in interview? Because it shows you think like an engineer, breaking down big problems into small pieces, making reasonable assumptions, and getting to the right answer quickly. Companies like Google, Amazon, Meta ask these questions because this is how senior engineers actually work. In this video, we'll see what it is, how to use it in interviews, and we'll walk through a simple example to estimate request per second and storage requirements. Let's jump in. Suppose the interviewer says, design Instagram. Let's say at the peak time, millions of people are posting photos and reels on Instagram. If your rough math says that each server can handle 1000 uploads per second, and you estimate that around 50,000 uploads per second are happening at peak, you instantly know that you need around 50 servers plus a load balancer. That's a value of quick estimation. It tells you the scale before any code is written. Getting to our example. The first thing that an interviewer expects you to estimate is traffic, that is requests per second. Let's say Instagram has around 1 billion monthly active users. About half of them use it daily. So that's around 500 million daily active users. Now, not everyone posts every day. Let's assume 20% do. Note that these are not the official numbers from Instagram, but just a rough estimate that we are assuming. Coming back, 20% of 500 million is around 100 million people posting something each day. Let's further assume that most people share one post per day. So that's 100 million posts every 24 hours. Now, Instagram activity isn't the same all day. Mornings and evenings are peak times. So let's assume that the peak traffic is about twice the average. In a day, we have 86,400 seconds, which we'll round off to 100k to keep the math easy. So, 100 million divided by 100,000 is about 1,000 posts per second on an average. If the peak is twice the average, then the peak load is around 2,000 posts per second. That means Instagram handles roughly 2000 new posts every second at peak time. Pretty cool, right? Dealing with big numbers can get messy very fast. So here's a trick. Use scientific notations. Instead of working with 500 million, think of it as 5 into 10 raised to 8. And instead of 86,400 seconds in a day, we round that off to the power of 10, which is 10 raised to 5 or 100k. Dividing 10 raised to 8 by 10 raised to 5 gives us 10 raised to 3, that is 1000. So, instead of wrestling with the long numbers, you are just adding or subtracting the exponents in your head. In case of multiplication, you add it, and in case of division, you simply subtract the exponents. That is simple math. Apart from this, we also need to know the unit conversion. For that, we need to memorize the table shown here. For example, 10 raised to 3 is 1000 in the numeric value, which can be used for traffic or users count, while in terms of storage unit, it would be kilobytes or KB. Similarly, 10 raised to 6 is million or MB, 10 raised to 9 is a billion or a gigabyte, GB, 10 raised to 12 is a trillion or terabyte, and 10 raised to 15 is quadrillion or petabytes. Let's take it one step further and estimate how much storage Instagram might need for all these posts. For that, we'll assume the following things. 80% of posts have at least one image, which is averaging up to 2 MBs. 20% of posts include video, which is about 10 MBs each. We'll also assume that Instagram stores 3 copies of each file for safety, and they keep all these 3 copies of the media for at least 3 years. Now let's start our estimation using the simple scientific notation and keeping that conversion table handy with us. Starting with the images. When we are saying that we have 80% of images, we'll do 80% of 100 million, which is 80 million images per day, or 80 into 10 raised to 6 images per day. And 2 MBs is 2 megabytes, or 2 into 10 raised to 6 bytes. 80 million images at 2 MBs each will be 80 into 10 raised to 6 multiplied by 2 into 10 raised to 6, which is 160 into 10 raised to 12 bytes per day. We saw that 10 raised to 12 is terabyte, so we can even write it as 160 terabytes or 160 TB per day. Calculating it for a year, it will be roughly around 160 into 10 raised to 12 multiplied by 400. We are rounding off 365 to 400 days, which will come around 16 into 10 raised to 12 into 4 into 10 raised to 2, because we are breaking into power of tens, which with the simple multiplication becomes 64 into 10 raised to 15. With 3 copies in 3 years, that's an order of 64 into 3 petabytes, which will come roughly around 600 petabytes. Now ask yourself, does that sound reasonable? I think it is. So let's move on to videos now. We said that we'll have 20% of people posting videos which are 10 MBs each. So 20% of 100 million is 20 million videos per day, and at 10 MBs each it will be 20 into 10 raised to 6 multiplied by 10 into 10 raised to 6, which is around 200 into 10 raised to 12. Converting it using the unit conversion, we get 200 TB per day. Again, calculating it for a year, we have 200 into 10 raised to 12 multiplied by 400, which is 2 into 10 raised to 14 multiplied by 4 into 10 raised to 2, because we are bringing down everything in power of 10. So we have 80 into 10 raised to 15, and 10 raised to 15 is petabyte, so we can say it is 80 petabytes. Again, for 3 copies over 3 years, it will be 80 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, and we can say 8 9s are 72, so 720 petabytes. Again, ask yourself, does the number sound reasonable to you? I think it is, but what do you think? Remember, these numbers don't have to be perfect. What matters in an interview is that you break the problem into simple steps, state your assumptions out loud, use simple rounded numbers and power of tens, and sanity check your result. Does thousands of posts per second and hundreds of petabytes feel reasonable for Instagram scale? Ask yourself. If the answer is yes, you are good to go. The most common mistakes that people make in an interview are 1. Being too precise. We need a round of 86,400 to 100,000 and 365 days to 400 to make the math simpler rather than keeping it as it is. 2. Mixing the units. Always write down kilobytes or megabytes and then convert it into the power of tens. Never mix them up. 3. Forgetting to sanity check. If your answer seems impossible, recalculate. Lastly, not stating the assumptions. Tell the interviewer what you are assuming and get it validated if you are not sure. Back of the envelope estimation is like an engineer's radar in interviews. It shows the interviewer that you understand scale, capacity, and trade-off without getting stuck in tiny details. So you now have the tool to handle the estimation questions. What you must do next is practice 15 minutes daily. So here's your homework. Pick an app. Instagram, Gmail, YouTube, WhatsApp, Twitter, LinkedIn, and estimate how much data it processes daily. If this helped, subscribe and let me know in the comments which app have you estimated. And remember, in system design interviews, keep the math rough, simple and sharp. Go as the interview. You've got this. In the next video, we'll understand the client-server architecture in detail. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching till the end.